Greetings and salutations, it's witching hour and I need to make spells. I am going to make a yellow, I think that's purple. I think it's supposed to be pink, but it comes up purple on my screen, and a red. 0, double my potion output, yes please. That just seems quite broken. And, well, let's do it. Awesome. That's plenty. Da-di-da, can't find my books. Must be stolen by Crocs. You probably left them in the bag you lent to your roommate. I squint while protruding my lips while holding my chin to my hand as I think hard, mentally retracting my steps from not so early today.
Wow.
Ah, I did do that. Huh. Wait, Lulu? When did you get here?
What?
Lou.
Watch yourself.
It's Lawrence. Lawrence. Watch yourself, witch. Lawrence takes a moment to pause and sniff the air. The way his nose twitches is too adorable. Well, next time you have bacon and eggs, I'll be coming to claim them as myself.
How?
How do you know all this? Creepy. It's
No.
not. He sighs and pinches the bridge of his nose.
Again.
In case you forgot again, I am a werewolf. We have the best sense of smell in all of Halloween Town.
Now.
I caught your scent near the west shop. It was muddled with several people mingling there at once. Since that Frankenstein creature came in not long after, and you so easily gave them a bag without a second thought, I assumed you lived together.
But.
Though I could imagine you doing something like that regardless.
Wow.
Wow, we do actually. That's pretty impressive detective work. Sight is deceptive, but scents never lie. Hey, do you know where Damien is now?
Help me!
Help me track him down. I need my stuff for next class.
Do it yourself. How?
How am I supposed to do that? I throw my arms out in a greatly exasperated manner and look at my werewolf companion with a huge pout on my face.
Like...
Not everyone has an all-seeing, all-knowing magic nose like you do.
Well...
You did ask me to teach you some magic, didn't you? Yes?
I'll show you.
Then buckle up, Buttercup. I'll show you how to follow a scent the way I can use the spell Scent Track.
Alright!
I'm all ears. Giddily, I cup one hand behind each ear. Lawrence lets out a disgruntled huff.
Pay attention.
I will, as I teach you the Scent Track. Lawrence demonstrates how I can smell the way werewolves do. I think it's pretty complicated to prove my senses like that, but it's pretty easy. The right spell, I guess anything's possible.
Scent track!
After casting a spell, I take a deep breath in from my nose as if there was a delicious brew cooking on the stovetop.
Wow!
It's like a whole new world opened up before my very nose.
Maybe.
As long as you get a whiff of it first, you can track about anything. Even field too. Track and field?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of running around. I don't have the words right now to convey how terrible a pun that was, but I'll track you down later. I grin as I lean towards him and take a few sniffs. Hey now, you actually smell kind of nice. Sensational even.
What? Now.
Who's being creepy?
Come on!
Oh come on, you started it.
But...
I mean, though, you have a really earthly smell to you, like wildflowers, tree bark and mud?
Well...
I like rolling in puddles when no one else is around. Puddles? Really? Don't tell me you roll around in the stinky dead things too. My mouth ajar, I slap both hands against my cheeks. Wait, is that why you work at... Okay, we're done here.
But... Leave. Alright!
Fine, smell you later, Lawrence. Okay, I'm growing on him. That's a good sign. He might not eat me. Alright. Day 25th. Now, what do we think we need? Well, I've got a chance to potentially learn another spell, so let's go with that. Break glass or deafen anything in range. Yeah, I'm going to go with whale. I mean, that's good for offense and defense. And going down here and like learning all the spells might be a good start. I do need more blue potions after this, though.
Zero.
I've been thinking.
Well done.
Splendid. Will it become something you intend to do on a regular basis? I mean, I like Zero. He's like me, I think. I think Zero and Lawrence are kind of like my kind of personality. I'd be that guy. I'm kind of cringing having to play the ditz.
Right.
You've been around Halloween Town for ages, haven't you?
Yes.
You could say that.
Well,
Remember when we first met that night a century ago as a snotty little kid? How old am I?
Why?
Why the past tense? And when I suddenly saw you glaring and hovering right from me, I burst into tears.
I
Wasn't glaring. I clearly remember I apologized repeatedly.
right.
You did, it did. I stopped crying because it looks like I was scaring you even more than you were scaring me.
I admit it.
Not the most glorious highlight of my career as a poltergeist, I will admit. A snicker escapes my lips.
Well,
Plenty glorious to look back on now, though.
anyway.
You probably know all kind of things about Halloween Town. Probably.
Like,
Such as generations of students who attended Dimaware High,
Yes.
a school of long and distinguished history,
and then,
and the graduation exams they have to take every Halloween.
I see.
Ah, yes, I see what you're after now.
can you teach me?
Teach me, Zero. Teach me a spell that will help me pass all the Halloween exams.
Unfortunately,
No such spell exists.
that's how it is.
Estella does a great job at changing the nature and the layout of the exams year by year, and the obstacles she set up are unpredictable even to me.
No way.
Alas, alack. Woe is me.
But,
However,
mm-hmm.
one test I noticed she is particularly fond of is devised a monster. Sorry, is to devise a monster that will try and obstruct the student. How scary! What is the monster's willingness? Difficult to say.
Mm-hmm.
On some years, the monster was weak to fire, on others is weak to ice.
Maybe.
Some could only be overcome by magic, others have to be stopped with physical objects. How depressingly unpredictable. In a great show of exasperation, I throw my hands up to the air and knock back my head.
No way.
There's no shortcut to passing, eh?
Actually.
But come to think of it, none of them are invulnerable to noise. I perk back up. Noise?
Yes.
I can teach you Wail, a spell lets you emit a screech so loud it deafens and stuns anything within hearing range.
Mm-hmm.
Also temporarily blocks your ears so you won't be able to become part of the affected party. Hellhounds, imps, harpies, even dragons, hit any of them with a wail at full blast. They'll all need a minute or 10 to regain their senses.
Maybe.
Could buy you breathing room if you need to get away.
Right.
That sounds useful. Wait, did you say dragons?
Don't worry.
Don't worry about that. The school made her stop using them after too many concerned parents complained.
Pay attention.
Anyway, prepare yourself. I'm going to teach you how to cast Wail. Ready? One
Wait.
second. Your neighbours
Yes.
have been warned are out walking their hellhounds.
Mm-hmm.
Damien
Yeah.
has taken off their ears.
Hmm.
Good, good. Zero stops his ears with his fingers and scrunches his face.
All
Now,
right.
that was pathetic. Just judging by the expression of excruciating pain on Zero's face, Wail was even more powerful than I imagined.
Stop.
Enough, stop. I was just starting to have one.
Stop it.
Any louder and you'll cause the nearby windows and mirrors to shatter.
Think about it.
Not to mention all of those vials of potions you have stocked up. Wouldn't want to repurchase all of those for exams, would you?
No, no, no.
Was I really that loud?
Yes.
You were, and be sure to use Wail carefully and sparingly. Zero folds his arm, looking quite pleased with himself.
Huh.
Ha! I'd love to see the look on Estella's face when she finds out her precious monsters can't be beating away someone screaming very loudly. Oh, Zero, I'm surprised you were on a first name basis with Miss Magwitch. She's so forbidding and severe to everyone.
Because.
Is this because you haven't known her since the first day she arrived at Halloween Town, lost and penniless and running away from a broken heart? Miss Magwitch? Broken heart? Who? How? Who? Why? When?
Don't.
I'm not going to gossip with you about your superiors. Practice a spell a few more times when no one is around, obviously.
And then.
When the day of reckoning comes, wail and watch Magwitch's monsters flee in terror.
Yeah.
Lovely. Oh, new events. Looking around them, human showboy can see there are couples that should be together. If only I could give them a nudge in the right direction. This sucks. Why do I have to work when I have such an important higher calling? No, no, bad Jason, I have to study. Look down at my open spellbook, which sits on the counter. Mr. West told me I could study here until someone came to the register. Memorizing ingredients shouldn't be too hard. Right?
Well,
Let's see. Pumpkin newt? No, pumpkin root mixed with cherry eye. No, it's... What's that? It says whale eye. Walleye. Who decided that learning potions should be meant reading anyway? All you have to do is dump a bunch of junk in a pot and you should be able to wing it. Oh, what's the point of studying? Customer. They're both the same, aren't they? How am I supposed to pick? Lift my head up and watch Camilla flit through the shelves when she spies the customer with a smile curling up her face and a glint of something in her eyes. She beelines towards him and he places a hand on his back.
My dear,
It's just packed his fingers.
you know?
Don't make the precision any harder than it has to be. They're both fine products. You'll notice the one on the left is dry while the right is fresh.
I'm sure.
I'm sure capable mage such as yourself will use both to their fullest potential. Oh, alright, I'll take both. I knew you were something special when I first saw you, darling. A hand slithers up a customer's back and drapes her on his shoulder. Camilla pulls in closer to him, and a dark blush creeps up his neck as she does.
But, you know,
But you don't want to put your ingredients in just any old cauldron, do you?
am I wrong?
We've recently started carrying magical implements, and a miracle work of your caliber deserves the best of the best, or am I wrong? Oh, alright, you have a point. You see, I'm making... This continues on for a good half an hour. I'm absolutely mesmerised. I watched Camilla direct around the shop, whispering sweet suggestions in his ear. Eventually, I can't even see the customer's face behind the pile of goods in his arms. And as expected, it takes forever to ring everything up when they come at the counter.
Thanks for your purchase.
Doll, don't be a stranger, you hear? Of course not, Miss Camilla. I'll be back next week. No, tomorrow. I won't go anywhere else. I knew you had remarkable taste. Thanks again. After the man pays, I watch, mouth hanging open as he stumbles off with half the store in tow. The sudden gentle pressure on the bottom half of my jaw as Camilla closes with her finger.
My dear little witch.
Don't tell me you're falling for me too.
no way.
But I can't think anyone as powerful as I am would be falling all over themselves. But I think anyone who isn't as powerful as I am would have been falling all over themselves by now. You're amazing. But that wasn't just all you, was it? For someone who rarely studies, you've got keen intuition.
You're right.
You're absolutely right. He did indeed liked me just fine, but I may have given him just a teensy-weensy nudge.
Right.
A magical nudge, right?
Correct. You know?
To elaborate for you, my struggling employee, we vampires have a lesser ability to enthrall and hypnotize mortals or lesser undead at our leisure. A spell you may refer to as enthrall.
Now,
If there's so much of a seed of potential for that feeling to flourish, we can. Smiling, she mimics the bottom half of a flower with a... Smiling, she mimics the bloom of a flower with both hands.
now,
Help it sprout, so to speak.
Like,
So you're saying you can instantly make anyone like you? The endless possibilities soon wrap my brain. Imagine what a distinguished matchmaker like me can do with a spell like...
not quite. Now,
We can't do anything against those all... We can't do anything at all against those with indomitable wits such as yourself, nor can we replace genuine feelings of friendship or love either for that matter. But enthrall makes friendships easier to imitate. So after I try to be a little nice about it, it makes the job and other things much easier after all. Okay, sorry for the slight cut there, I had to sneeze.
wow.
I see, no wonder Mr. West has been singing your praises. He has now.
I suppose.
I am his best saleswoman, but I work here for fun, not like you, my dear.
Yes.
Yes, it's super hard coming around. I wish I was even half as beautiful and talented as you. She straightens up and places her hand against her cheek, turns away to hide in her cape's collar. Camilla's good at dishing out compliments, but you really can't take them, huh? Cute.
Oh my.
I suppose you do have a little potential. Tell you what, you've been poring over the books for hours, so I'll give you a real lesson as a reward for your flattery.
All right.
I'm at your disposal, my lady. I'll take an exaggerated bow and grin up at her. She immediately clasps both her hands together.
My dear.
Oh, you're so cute, I could just eat you up. Just don't think I'll go easy on you because of that.
Listen
Alright.
carefully.
Listen carefully, I'll teach you how to cast enthrall. New spell acquired. We get to work and Camilla pulls out a page in my book with a potion of enthrallment and steers me around the store so I can collect the ingredients myself. I think I'd learn better by doing things. It's easier to remember everything that I'm physically holding as well as being coached by someone else. Brewing takes a while, but Camilla moves around, helping other customers. And she still manages to check in with me now and again. At one point she sees my progress and even nods in satisfaction.
Well, that's everything.
Now drink up, dear. It's the only way it'll work. I wink at my nose at the smell. Like 2 or 3 perfumes that should never mix. But then still pour the potion down my throat.
And draw!
How do you feel?
Kind of tingly.
Wonderful. Now,
That at least sounds correct for another being. Now wait until someone comes in. Don't worry, I already have someone in mind. A mischievous grin slides across my lips. I call upstairs to Mr. West.
Come on!
Hey, Mr. West! My voice echoes through the shop. It's still nothing like the one that booms back at me. What?
Yes!
I need a raise. No way, newbie. You just started here. Get back to work. I blink in confusion and exasperated. I turn to Camilla.
Huh?
Why didn't it work? Oh, my poor, sweet student.
practice.
It's your very first time enthralling. It takes significant practice to make anyone's work on someone like grumpy old Mr. West. You know, you need to be almost as excellent as moi.
Don't you worry.
Don't you worry your pretty little head one bit, my dear. Camilla gives me a few short pats on the top of my head.
You know?
Lovely Camilla will teach you all sorts of things. You'll be rolling in dough in no time at all. How does that sound?
Wow!
Really? You really are the best, Camilla.
Oh my.
Oh my, I think I'm going to enjoy watching your progress, Jason.
My dear little witch.
Let's continue to work hard. I can't have you failing those exams now.